So I just thought that I would quickly talk about surviving the kind of dreaded social situations that can come up after separation and divorce. So I had one of those last Saturday night. Two of my really dearest friends were celebrating 25 years of marriage. Wow, what an achievement. They were one of our closest couple friends all the way through my marriage. They are godparents to my youngest son. And when I say they have a really great marriage, like I genuinely mean it, it's not perfect, it's not without arguments and difficulties, but really these are two people who are still like genuinely in love with each other, really happy to see each other at the end of the working day, and always take the time to show each other how much they mean to one another, still just genuinely in love. So even though I was absolutely hyper to be going to my first party in over 2 years, I was also partly dreading it. And I feel terrible for saying that. It feels disloyal to my friends, but that's the truth. And that's okay. It's really important to just be realistic and acknowledge how you're feeling. And that way you can then deal with it and move through it. It just needs awareness. So as couples, we pretty much went through all the life stages together. We had our kids at the same time, so we went through all those stages together. We bought new cars at the same time. We went back to work at the same time, had far too many bottles of wine in the living room and garden when we couldn't afford babysitters. We cried together when we packed away the kids' Legos when they were too old for them. We discovered our first grey hairs at the same time. And so yeah, I always thought we would celebrate our marriages and those big milestones together as well. So I knew that watching them celebrate what I didn't have was going to be really hard. On each table when we went in, they had the little Polaroid pictures of 25 years of just really happy memories, adventures, bad hairstyles, and just love. I always thought that I would have all those photos too, but mine just come to a screeching halt in 2018. They're teenagers, clearly were just trying to endure like the embarrassing parents on the dance floor moments, but they were also just so obviously really proud of their parents and the love between them. And it was just really bittersweet to watch them all together, just in that big traditional circle on the dance floor at the end of the night. It even had the same song playing that played at the end of my wedding reception. And it was hard. But I was looking around and I just realised that genuinely I was surrounded by love. So yeah, I didn't have the man I married beside me, but I did have my amazing new partner who loves me in just such a pure, unconditional way. My kids were right at the heart of everything. My friends had carried out just so many little touches to make my kids feel special and part of it all. And I looked around that big circle and I saw friends who had basically supported me, if not completely carried me through the past few years. And I looked at the couple at the end of the night and saw that real enduring love is entirely possible. I just had to change my perspective. And instead of looking around and noticing the one thing that I was without, I really looked and saw how many other amazing relationships that I was surrounded by. So I just wanted to say that if you're struggling to cope with these horrible, awkward social situations that can come up when you're going through separation or divorce, my door is always open for you. Just drop me a message at any time and just know that you're not alone when you're struggling with these situations.